Hey, I have a pick a card reading for you. We are going to find out who's been thinking about you lately and why. So we'll get the energy of who it is that's been thinking about you lately. And then we'll get into what have they been thinking? Why are they thinking of you? All that juicy information. Okay. So I am going to pull a card for each pile. You can choose between the card that comes out or the bracelet that you see or one of those stickers. We did like the summertime vibes with this one. So let's get a card for each pile. If you've never been here before, hey, my name is Amy. Welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back, you guys. So Spirit, tell us what is the card for pile number 1, please? What's the card for pile 1? You guys can fast forward through the shuffling for those of you that don't like the shuffling. I know some of you do like it. Pile number 1. What's the card for pile 1? Pile number 2. What's the card for pile 2, Spirit? You guys always get this one. Pile number 3. And pile 4. What's the card for pile 4? You guys get this one a lot too. All right. Let's get a close-up look at what we're dealing with. Okay. Here we go. You guys can pause after I go through the piles and take your time to feel out whichever pile is yours. Make sure you use your intuition and listen to all the piles that you're drawn to. This is the card for pile number 1. It looks like they're having a good time outside, barefoot. This is the essential oils card, and you can pause it here if you want to read the entire card. But this card is about essential oils, bringing the wisdom and essence of nature to your self-care routine. Each essential oil has unique properties that benefit the mind, body, and spirit. All right, so if you're into essential oils or you like that kind of thing, or if you're drawn to this card, or you might be drawn to the bracelet here. That's one of my new bracelets on my website. It's called the Sweet Spot bracelet. And that one is made with pink Mystic Aura quartz crystals. So you could be drawn to that bracelet, or you could be drawn to the cute little striped flip-flops. If you're drawn to any of those things or all of those things, you're pile 1. All the timestamps are down below in the drop-down box, so you can just click on the timestamp or the chapter and it'll take you directly to your pile, or piles if you're drawn to more than one pile. That is your card, pile number 2. Looks like she's in bed stretching, drinking a cup of coffee or tea. And this is the Saying Yes to Me card. This is about giving yourself permission to believe that you are perfect and beautiful as you are. When you choose yourself, you acknowledge your own inner guidance. So you might be drawn to that, or you could be drawn to this bracelet. That one is the Spiritual Enlightenment bracelet. It's made with Angola quartz crystals, just like a white crystal. Or you might be drawn to the sunflower. If you're drawn to any of those things or all of those things, you are pile number 2. And pile 3, you guys got the chakra card, the energy centers card. Stress is often held in the energy centers of our body. The first 3 energy centers in particular are connected to our sense of grounding and stability. When we are stressed or uneasy, we often do not feel well grounded or centered in ourselves. Becoming aware of where we store these unwanted emotions and tension helps us to be able to release them. So you might be drawn to that card or this bracelet. That is the unicorn bracelet. It's made with lavender mystic aura quartz crystals, and it's really pretty. You can kind of see the iridescent popping out on that one bead right there in the front. Very cool. That's my favorite bracelet so far. The unicorn, or you might be drawn to the bubble tea. Boba tea? Bubble tea? I don't know. you might be drawn to that drink right there. If you're drawn to any of those things or all three of those things, you are pile number 3. And the last one, you guys got this card. This is the color therapy card. Color therapy, chromotherapy uses colors and shades to bring balance and well-being. Each color has a unique light wavelength. Color therapy uses the energy of each shade to boost your mental and physical well-being. Colors can bring you into the flow, boost creativity, and create a state of contentment and calm. Color is a powerful communication tool and can be used to signal action and influence mood. All right, so you could be drawn to that card, or you might be drawn to this bracelet right here. That one is the Queen of Hearts bracelet. That's made with pink jade. Or you might be drawn to the butterfly. If you're drawn to any of those things or all of those things, you are pile number 4. Like I said, you can pause it here, take your time, feel out all 4 piles, which ones are yours or which one is yours if you're only drawn to one. And then for those of you that are ready, let's get into the reading and see how, or who, not how, but who has been thinking about you lately. Here we go. Okay, pile 1, let's see who's been thinking about you and why. Make sure to stay until the end if you want to hear what they've been thinking, why they've been thinking about you. Let's find out who it is first. Spirit, who has been thinking about pile number 1? My sweet spot pile number 1. Who is it? Here we go. You can fast forward through the shuffling if you don't like it. Who has been thinking about pile number 1? The 5 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. Nine of Cups, 3 of Swords, Ace of Swords. Ooh, there's somebody new here. 5 of Wands. You guys have a few people thinking about you right now. There's a competition for how many people are thinking about pile number 1. You guys, are you going through a glow up right now or something? Because yeah, there's multiple people here. One of them looks like it's somebody you just recently met or that you don't know very well. There's a new energy around here that's been thinking about you. There's also somebody that you work with right now or you used to work with. Somebody that you worked with at some point in your life. It doesn't have to be that you're currently working together, but that you did work with before. So there's someone from work, there's someone new, there's someone that hurt you here, somebody that broke your heart. I'm not laughing because they broke your heart, I'm just laughing at how that's coming out. Someone that hurt you is here. I'm also getting that one of them likes to drink. So one of these people is a drinker. Is it 3 people, Spirit? Do we have 3 people here? For some of you, it's up to 5, but there's a big, like for the majority of you, it's 3 people. And one of them is somebody that you might not necessarily think of right away because their energy is fairly new, or you just started talking to each other. You just met each other. Feels like a recent one, a recent connection that you've made here. And yeah, one of them is a drinker. So they could like to go out a lot, or they could just like to come home and have drinks every day, or it's like drinking is their way to unwind, or they just like to go out because that's their way to unwind and they have a drink when they go out. And then, yeah, there's someone here that they got to know you through work, the work that you do or the work that you used to do. Give us some more. Who are these 3, maybe even 5? There's a small group of you where there's 5 people coming through, but only take that if it resonates. Give us 3 more. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn vibes coming out. Earth sign energy. Yep, heavy, heavy earth sign energy. We got the King and Queen of Pentacles. Well, yeah, you definitely worked with one of these people. There's work vibes there, big time, but also earth sign energy. And then we got Scorpio vibes with the Death card. And Sagittarius with Temperance. Ooh, you have a past life with one of them. You have a past life. So one of these people you're going to feel extra comfortable with compared to the other ones. There's one that you just click with. Somebody here that no matter how long you've known them, you feel like you've known each other forever. Somebody that you can't really even imagine not being in your life is what I'm getting. Like you can't imagine them being gone for good. I feel like it would be really sad for you if one of these people was gone for good. And that person's here as being somebody that's been thinking about you. Well, you have like a power couple vibe with one of these people. Power couple, boss babe and boss daddy, boss mommy, boss daddy, mommy e poppy. Okay. One of them's tall, one of them's a lot taller than the other ones. Let's see. One of them's really financially stable, like they have their shit together, they have a very successful job, or they make good money. There's someone here that, ooh, you had a nasty little breakup, or you had some sort of split between the two of you, a breakup, separation. 3 of Swords and the Death card. What happened? Well, they're still thinking about you. But yeah, it looks like there's time apart, or not talking to each other, silent treatment, no contact, separation, and a lot of sadness surrounding that on both ends. It feels like you and this person both had a hard time with whatever happened here with this 3 of Swords. Between the two of you, it looks like there's hurt and there's pain, is what Spirit just said. There's hurt and there's pain. Okay, tell us more. Who are these 3? Whoa, one of them could be a Libra. We got Justice card, Libra vibes coming out. Who's thinking about pile number 1, Spirit? The Moose, the Crossroads, and there's a Cancer energy here. The Moose, the Road. I told you guys, look, multiple choices. You guys have, I feel like you're going to be the pile that has the most people thinking about them. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like you guys, out of all 4 piles, are going to have the most energies that come through that have been thinking about you lately. You got a lot, you're on a lot of people's mind. Pile one. Okay, one of these people is really confused right now about the connection between you two. So you're probably a little bit confused as well. There's a confusing connection here. So there's something confusing going on between you two. Either they're confusing you or your situation's really complicated. I feel like there's been an argument with this person that you had like the silent treatment or an ending with. There was some sort of words exchanged between the two of you. So one of these energies, you guys have had words with each other. There's been words, been some strong words, strong disagreements, maybe even like an argument, a fight. There's a little bit of feelings of betrayal. So one of you in this connection has felt betrayed by the other one. And then there is a vibe here of somebody that wants to like reconcile with you. It feels like there's some sort of forgiveness. It's a situation where one of you or both of you would have to forgive each other and just kind of agree to disagree or agree to move forward from what happened between you two and just try to get along with each other. Yeah, there's a complicated connection here. It's complex and there's a lot of confusion surrounding it and contemplation. So you or they or both of you have been contemplating a lot. I feel like it's both of you. One of these people is really sweet, maybe kind of sensitive even, because we're getting a really strong Cancer energy. So they might be like the most sensitive one out of the three that are here. They're coming through really strong. If you have 5 people around, 2 of them that have been thinking about you, it's not as strong as the 3. There's 3 specific energies coming through here for you that are like pretty intense. And then there's like 2 light-hearted energies. So they're probably thinking about you, but maybe not as obsessively as these other 3 do. But one of the energies is somebody that is like a deep feeler. They have really deep feelings. They're very protective of themselves. They might even be a little bit defensive toward you. They have a sweet side, but then they also have a side that's like difficult. One of them is really social butterfly. And one of them, yeah, one of them feels like, again, that things are complicated between you two. Whoa. This one's wanting to come out with that death card. Now we got the coffin. One of these people could have recently had somebody really close to them that passed away, because we do have death, the word, twice here. So one of these 3 strong energies, it feels like they have a very significant passed on loved one that has been difficult for them because it either happened really recently or because of the shock of it when it did happen. And then, yeah, there's like an ex here. Somebody, it doesn't have to necessarily be somebody that you were in a committed relationship with, but it feels like you went from having some sort of, maybe it was a situationship for some of you, Or maybe you were in the talking phase for a few weeks and now you guys don't talk to each other anymore at all. Like, it could be that kind of a breakup vibe. It just feels like somebody you were significantly connected with that was in your life probably daily, like either talking on the phone, texting, or seeing each other regularly. And then all of a sudden, you guys don't talk to each other anymore. There could have literally been like a breakup between you two, but it doesn't have to be like that. It was just like an ending. Things ended. There was a break, is what I keep getting. Because that person feels like they're thinking about you and they're going to be coming back into your life. Welcome to retrograde energy. Retrograde starts in 2 days. We're already in the pre-shadow period, so that makes sense. Yeah, so we got the past wanting to spin the block, pile number 1. They want to resurrect themselves from that coffin. The inactive vibe between the two of you. They want to reestablish a connection with you. Ooh, one of them is, we got the snowflake. One of them is fragile. I did get that earlier with that Cancer vibe. I'm not talking bad about Cancers, but there can be some Cancers that have a lot of work that they need to do on themselves. So like a lower vibration Cancer energy could be very, very overly sensitive and defensive, like we were talking about earlier. Fragile ego. Somebody that's also like nitpicky, perfectionist vibes coming through here. Okay, let's get some of this deck. Who are these 3, Spirit? Who are these 3? Whoa, that's a huge chunk. That's not surprising because, okay, I guess I'll take this one. You guys have so many people here, so many energies that have been thinking about you. Half the deck wanted to fall out. So we got a mystery card, and what else? There's someone here with money, Spirit's pointing out. Again, one of them has a really good paying job, or they're very successful, or they could just come from money for some of you. We got blonde female, light hair, laid back. So there could be a blonde female involved here, because there are a lot of energies. Is there competition with, yeah, see? Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on. Let's get a couple more. Oh, that's that 6 of Cups vibe. Okay. Yeah, one of them has money. One of them has a very successful job, or they got money in the bank, or their salary is very nice. That one also feels like the one that has this zaddy energy, somebody that likes to show their feelings with gifts. Love language is gift giving, or acts of service too. If they don't find you handsome, at least they'll find you handy. My ex-husband used to say that. Oh yeah. One of them likes to do, maybe they've surprised you in the past. They like planning surprises, or they like planning on getting little gifts that are surprises, or doing little surprises, acts of service for people, not just you, but like if they have any children, they probably really spoil their children. If you guys have dated this person, this would be somebody that pays for the meal and opens the door for you and takes you shopping afterwards and gets you an Uber back to your place and all that kind of vibes. It's that zaddy provider type vibe. And it's like because they like doing that for the people that they love, they probably make sure their mom's taken care of or, you know, their grandparents. This could be somebody that's really close to their siblings as well, like even to the point where they raised them themselves or take care of them even now or kind of look out for them. This is just like a provider type vibe. Wow, I got a lot from that. Holy K. Yeah, so there could be a blonde female energy here for those of you that are dealing with a feminine or a female. If you're not dealing with one, then the masculine that you're dealing with could have a blonde female energy around him. I'm also getting that one of them has dark hair and one of them has light hair. So one of them probably has like black or dark brown hair, and then the other one has like a lighter hair, light brown, blonde, gray, red. No hair. Spirit just said no hair. Okay. I look better with no hair. It's Doja. One of them is a really strong spiritual connection. We saw this earlier. So one of these people, you guys have a bond unlike any other connection that's coming through here. There's definitely a strong chemistry between you two. There's a level of comfort that you have with each other. There's a chemistry that is not matched with anybody else. Like you guys are on the same wavelength is what Spirit's saying. It stands out over all the other energies that are coming through because like I said, it feels like there's about 5 people coming through here for you. This one is the most intense. This one is the most, like, you guys vibe together the most intensely. I guess that's a good way to put it. I don't know. It's a unique connection, is what Spirit's saying. And there's a lot of relationship potential with this person. Or maybe you're in a relationship with them already, for those of you that are just trying to see who's thinking about me besides my boo. Okay, new love. This is that new energy I was telling you about. Somebody you don't know very well. Like they're not as familiar to you as the other energies that are here. Or it's somebody you just met, like a new person just came into your life. Like, I can't make this stuff up, you guys. You heard me talk about this earlier in the reading, right? Pile number 1. And here it is. If you were doubting it, here it is, this new love. There is someone here that is new, brand new person that you don't know very well. Or maybe they're not so brand new, but you don't know each other very well. And I'm getting the vibe that you worked with one of these people. Finances were involved with one of these people, so you worked together, or you're in the same line of work, or you guys currently work with this person. And then one of them is wealthy. One of them is coming through as being very wealthy. Okay, let's get some initials. Who are these? And then we're going to get into what have they been thinking when they're thinking about you. See what are the messages after this. For pile 1, what are the first and last initials of these energies that are coming through for pile 1? First and last initials. Here's one. First or last name starting with an S. V. First last name starting with a V. C. T. Get a few more. Pile number 1. Z. I. B. One more. One more. No? Not one more? Okay, thank you. D. All right. Let's get the messages. The name Scott is coming through really strong. Also David. Okay. What are the messages for pile 1? They're coming out really fast. All right. What are the messages for pile 1? Ooh. I feel you're unpredictable. You scare the shit out of me, pile number 1. You're scaring one of these people. They're like intimidated. And you keep them on their toes. I feel like you keep them on their toes. You give them a run for their money, is what Spirit just said. Something about money is coming through again. And then we got this person from your past that's like, don't forget about me. So they haven't been around and they're worried. The longer they're not around, the longer you guys are in this separation or this period of silent treatment, separation, breakup, the ending between you two, they think you're going to end up forgetting about them. Don't forget about me. Don't you forget about. That's from an 80s movie. I want to get back together. So yeah, it feels like somebody you dated or you were in some sort of situationship with, or you were in a relationship with them in the past. Something about the Bible is coming through right now too. Also, Bible belt is coming through. I think you're amazing, and I'm thinking of forever. I'm very attracted to you. It feels like this is all one vibe. Like one of these people is, Spirit says, enamored with you. I'm getting the movie 16 Candles coming through. So that could be significant. Don't you? I think that song is from 16 Candles. Hold on. Let me look it up. No, it was The Breakfast Club. Okay. So maybe that is significant. Breakfast could be significant. 16 Candles was coming through the movie. I think you're amazing. I think they want to be with you forever. They always want you around because the attraction, that feels like this person that you had that 6 of Cups with and soulmate energy with. You guys are like really attracted to each other with one of these people. And then there's this other person. This might be the same person too. I wish you wouldn't push me away. I want you, but I shouldn't. giving off the vibes of like you rejected this person or you pushed them away or you said something to kind of shut things down between you two. And so they feel like they shouldn't be thinking about you, but they are anyway. Like you rejected them, so why would they still be thinking about you? It feels like it kind of hurt them that you rejected them. Yeah, I mean, they wish you wouldn't. So, of course, they don't want you to reject them. They don't want you to push them away. They don't want you to shut them down. And they're trying to, it's almost like they wish they didn't want you so much, too. They wish they didn't like you so much. Ziggy, that just came through for somebody. Also, Sean. Yeah, the Bible Belt just came through again. There's something about currency, coin collecting, or cryptocurrency, or Bitcoin, or finance. I'm looking for a man in finance with a trust fund. I am getting one of them has money, and it feels like they might have even like come from money. They could have had somebody that left them something. Oh yeah, we did have the losing a loved one too. Interesting. But yeah, I was getting something about currency, like exchanging a dollar bill for pesos. Like changing currency. Oh, I was going to pull these. Tell us anything else that they want to say, Spirit. Anything else that these 3 to 5 energies want to say? Whoa. Yes, there are more things they want to say. Oh. Okay, that's enough. Jeez. Oh. The timing just wasn't right for us. You came closer than anyone. So there's someone here that's been thinking about you that it didn't work out with them. It didn't work out between the two of you. But when they think back about the connections that they've had, you are the one that obviously came closest to being like their forever. They just don't feel like when you were connecting, they think the timing was off. If the timing would have been right, then you would have come even closer to them. There's nobody else that compares to you with this person and the connection that you guys had together, but there's something about like it was bad timing or it is bad timing. It also feels like the person that was saying they want you but they shouldn't. I want to tell you how I feel. This feels like all the same person. I want to feel that way again. I love you. Dang. Yeah, that's all one person right there. This could also be them. I know that I crossed the line with you. I want to be more than friends. I love you. So there's an energy here of somebody that's like, we can't just be friends because I already caught feelings for you. I can't just be your friend, or I don't want to just be your friend. And maybe they've said something like that to you, or that's the vibe between you two, is it wouldn't work for you guys to just be friends because there's too much chemistry, attraction, feelings. And there's this vibe of like, I don't cross the line. I want to, but I shouldn't. One of them is feeling that way toward you. Like they're trying not to cross the line with you, or they feel like they did. And then they're like, I shouldn't be doing that. They're second guessing themselves and trying to like talk themselves out of thinking about you is almost what it feels like. Like I shouldn't be thinking about you. I shouldn't be wanting you. I'm about to cross the line. Now I'm hearing Johnny Cash. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Walk the line. That's a movie. That's one of my favorite movies. So that could be significant for someone here. And you might want to listen to that song because there could be lyrics in there, or watch that movie if you feel drawn to. It's a good movie. All right, check out any other pile that you were drawn to. I'm going to leave it here. But if you feel drawn to any other pile, definitely listen to it. There can be more messages for you in other piles, especially since you had quite a few energies come through. You definitely might resonate with some or any of the other piles. Okay, if you're done here for today, make sure you smash the thumbs up if you like this kind of reading and you want me to do more like it in the future. And I'll see you at your next reading. Bye, guys. Hey, pile two, let's find out who's been thinking about you lately and what have they been thinking? Why have they been thinking about you? Stay until the end if you want to hear the why and what. Start with who are they, Spirit? Who are these people or this person? Who is this person that's thinking about pile number two? Who's thinking about pile two? Six of Cups. Who's thinking about pile two? Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius vibes. Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Four of Swords. Oh, that one? No. Again, more earth sign energy. Okay. Yeah, you guys have three people here. All right, you have three people here. One of them has known you for a really long time. One of these people that's thinking about you, they've known you for a while, like years. Maybe even since you were a child, or like when you first met, you were both a lot younger. Okay, I'm getting that one of them, there's three. One of them is way more mature than the other two. They could actually be like one that's a lot older than the other two, or they're just mentally more mature. One of them has a vibe of being kind of far away from you. So the other two live a lot closer to you than one of these people does. One of them is somebody that spends a lot of time alone. They might even like work from home or work alone, or they like to just go home and have some time alone, or they like to go off on their own and go. I'm getting something about like fishing. Doesn't have to be that, but a very independent person here that likes to have their quiet time or likes to have their time alone. They're just very independent. Okay. One of them is coming off as being somebody that plays games, that is wishy-washy, um, probably confuses you or confused you a lot, but they're thinking about you. um, but yeah, it's a vibe of somebody that has kind of manipulated you or played games with you or jacked you around, confused you, and kind of played with your head, toyed with your emotions. All right. And there's one person here that breadcrumbed you or just didn't put in a lot of effort with you. Yeah, one of them is somebody that just didn't want to put in much effort. They wanted to give you the bare minimum and see if you would accept that. Okay, let's get some of these. Who are these three? One of them is far. They could live in another city, another state, another country. One of them. We got the Fool, the House, the Woman, the Wolverine, the Squirrel, the Butterfly. Like that's it. We got Aquarius energy at the bottom of the deck, so one of them might be an Aquarius or have a lot of Aquarius in their chart. They're coming through as being independent, very assertive, pretty detached, opinionated, intellectual. I'm also getting that they like to read. All right, that was all one energy there. Yeah, power struggle. One of them is very like almost aggressive, maybe opinionated. They like to have the power. They're also coming through as being, yeah, assertive is coming through really strongly for one of them, and possessive, jealous. One of them is secretive with you too. One of them you feel like doesn't open up to you, or you can't really read their, like, you wish you could read their mind is what I'm getting. One of these people, like, you wish you could read their mind, or you wish you knew what they were thinking, or maybe you've asked them, like, what are you thinking, what's going on in that head of yours, kind of vibe. They're coming off as being a mystery to you, somebody that you can't figure out, you can't really read them. Interesting. There's someone here that sees you as this now or in the future. Fiance, spouse, love interest, girlfriend, boyfriend. Like they either see you as their girlfriend or they see you being their girlfriend. Or same thing. They see you being their girlfriend or they see themselves being your girlfriend. Jeez. Sheesh. One of them really likes electronics, or they could work in technology, or they could work in, I'm getting, somebody that works like for Apple or Microsoft or like IT work, or even just working with electronics, Best Buy even. Or they could be somebody that on their free time, when they have extra money to spend, that's where they would go. Best Buy, they would invest in surround sound, just like high technology vibes coming from one of them. They either work around it or they surround themselves with it when they're out of work. One of them lives in an actual house, so I'm not getting, like, the other ones might live in apartments or something like that. One of them actually has like a house instead of, rather than an apartment. It could be a townhouse. Yeah, there's something about, maybe they just bought a home, or they could be in real estate. Or there just could be a connection to like moving into a new home with one of these energies. One of them's really good with money. So they probably have a large savings, or they invest well. Like I said, they could be in real estate, or they could be like a landlord. Somebody that works with homes. I could also be in construction. So take it as it resonates, because I'm also getting like working with homes more than just real estate, but actually building it. It could also just be a handyman, somebody that knows how to remodel things, that kind of vibe. It looks like you don't have great communication with one of them. The communication is not great between you and one of these people. And one of them recently went through some major changes in their life, or they're currently going through some major changes. That could be lifestyle change, like they're working on their fitness. It could be somebody that just moved, like I was saying, relocating, getting a new job, doing something totally different than how they were doing it before with their body or with their life. Oh, that was really fast. Okay, tell us about these three. We got Dating Queen and Destiny. We got Mature Woman. There's, hold on. True Love. There's a woman, a significant woman energy around one of these three people. So I don't know if maybe some of you are dealing with somebody that's thinking about you and they're with someone else, or there's somebody, a woman energy trying to come between the two of you, or you've been on dates with one of these people. Or you've gone on a date at least. One of them sees you as somebody, and they may have commented about you having a lot of options, or that you probably got a lot of guys trying to talk to you, or a lot of girls, whatever. There's someone here that thinks you have a roster. One of these people thinks that you're a catch, and that a lot of other people probably try to hit on you too. You met one of these people in a very weird way, like a chance meeting. And if your name's Destiny, this is definitely your pile. Or if their name is Destiny. But this is a connection where you guys are in each other's lives in this lifetime on purpose. It was meant to be. It was like a chance encounter between the two of you. You were destined to meet each other, and that Six of Cups gives me that same vibe of like You have some sort of a soul connection with one of them where you were meant to play a significant role in each other's lives in this lifetime and other lifetimes. So when you first met, you probably felt like you knew this person right away without really knowing them. One of them is like in love with you. They have really good intentions. They just love you. They really care about you. This is somebody that actually is concerned about your well-being and would be upset if anything happened to you. This is somebody that would never lie to you, that would never do anything that they know would hurt you. You got somebody here that's super loyal to you, that's thinking about you. One of them is very social. They have a lot of friends, or they work for a really big company, or they have a large network of people that they know, a large outreach. So they could be somebody that has a lot of followers or works in a very public job where a lot of people are connected to it. This is somebody that knows a lot of people, or a lot of people know them. Okay. And they also feel like somebody that knows how to talk to people. And get some initials about who are these three first and last initials for pile number 2. Who are these three people? First and last initials. We got L. That's Leo energy there. So one of them could be a Leo or have a lot of Leo in their birth chart. There's somebody that's really charismatic, very physically attractive. We got A, H, one more from this deck. One more initial, and then B. Yeah, one of them is really attractive and knows how to talk to you. That's cute. Give us some more initials. First and last initials for pile 2. We got Z, H. Yeah, there's something with house. One of them has a house, just bought a house, in the process of buying a house. They could be in real estate and construction, like I said. Home building, handyman, remodeling. Give us 2 more. We got S. The name Shane is sticking out, and I'm going to take this one too. K. There's something about Kansas coming through for someone. The name Ashley is definitely here. Also Abby. Lamar is here as well. Liam. If I don't say their name, that doesn't mean they're not here. If their first and last initials are out here, or their first or last initials are out here, this is your pile. They might have 2 H's in their name, or you guys could both have H's in your name with one of these people. Or there could be 2 of them here that have H in their name, because you had 3 energies. Something about music with bass is coming through. And we did get like the surround sound thing, so that could be significant for somebody that's here, but only take it if it resonates. It's a really specific detail, something about surround sound and bass. Whoa, okay. Whoa, we almost lost the initial cards. Let's see, what are they thinking? What are these 3 thinking when they're thinking about Pile number 2, why are they thinking about them? What are they thinking? Why and what are they thinking? Yes, we know. Jeez, that's a lot. Okay. I don't know what to do. There's someone here that's really confused. They don't know what to do. Okay. I'm lost without you. Okay. That feels like the same person. I'm lost without you and I don't know what to do. So there's someone that feels like you're not around anymore. You're not in their life. One of these people feels like they felt better when they had you. Now that they're without, they don't like it and they don't know what to do about it. They're feeling confused about what happened between you two, what's going on between the two of you now. And it looks like they secretly still watch you. They secretly admire you. So they're checking up on you. Even though they're without you, they're still like watching to see what you're doing, what you're posting, or asking people what's going on with pile number 2. And they're also very possessive. If I can't have you, nobody else can. So that definitely feels like that's one person there. I'm lost without you. I don't know what to do. If I can't have you, nobody else can. I secretly admire you. It feels like they're also looking to see if you move on or if you're with anybody else. I feel there's too much competition. So we got that with this card. I was feeling like one of them thinks that you have a roster. Yeah, I can't make this up, you guys. The stuff that is channeled to me is legit. Because I literally said that. I was getting that with this card. One of them thinks that you have a lot of people that you could date. You have a lot of people asking you out, trying to swoon you. And there it is. I feel there's too much competition. Well, okay. Ooh. Oh man, this is the same person right here too. Sorry for the way I handled things. I've been having regrets. So there's someone here that feels like they fumbled with pile number 2 and they're regretting it. They're like, damn, why'd you do that? Or why'd you say that? Stupid. They're kind of beating themselves up about the way they handled things with you, what went down, the way they reacted or the way they acted. It's embarrassing to them or they feel ashamed. They have a lot of regret about it. I want to be more than friends. So one of these people feels like just an acquaintance or a friend of yours right now. They're thinking about you as more than just that, but right now you guys are just friends or you're just acquaintances. You could just be coworkers. Could be a friend of a friend of a friend, but they want to be more than friends. They want more with you. And one of them is creative. You feel my creativity. So one of them, you like actually inspire them to do their hobby more or work on their art more. You motivate one of these people to want to express themselves more. They are not you. So someone here is currently thinking about you but talking to someone else or thinking about you while they're with someone else. And they're seeing a big difference between how you are and how this person is that they're currently talking to, or they're currently connected to someone else that is like nothing like what you two had. So again, this, you could have two people from your past. Maybe all three of these people are from your past. One of them is definitely in love with you, though, like we were talking about before. I'm falling in love. You're my true love. I care about you. It's definitely love. It's not just a little crush. Who sings that? It's kind of like a country song. Um, Released in 1998, Jennifer Page. It's called Crush. You might want to listen to that song. It could resonate for you, or maybe you already know that it does. But yeah, one of them is saying, like, it's not just a crush. I have deep feelings for you, pile number two. I really care about you. I love you. Don't want anything to ever happen to you. Yeah, there's a protective type of vibe coming from one of them. Did you have the moose? No. You have the Wolverine, though. And the house, that makes sense. The house is like a protective, safe place, comfort, shelter. And there's one of them giving the vibe of wanting to comfort you and shelter you, you know? Not like you need them to, but they want to. The name Sasha is coming through really strong. And the name Ian, Brian is also here. Heather, Haley, Zach, Zane. All right. I'm going to, oh, I keep forgetting about this deck. We're going to pull some of these first before we go. For pile number two, what are these three energies thinking when they're thinking about pile? Oh, speak to me through music. What are these three energies thinking when they're thinking about pile number two? Dang. Okay, yeah. Sorry for the way I handled things. I know I crossed the line with you. I've been having regrets. This is that same person again. They know they crossed the line. They feel bad. They don't like the way they handled things with you. You were the best thing in my life. You know, absence makes the heart grow fonder. It feels like you probably haven't talked to this person for a while, and they're feeling your absence. You were the best thing. You were the best thing. So it's like they don't have you anymore. And now I'm hearing that song, You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine. You picked the sunflower as well. So yeah, I'm getting that they're kind of depressed. They're giving off vibes of gray skies, gloomy sadness. I'm sorry. Now I'm hearing that song. I'm sorry, so sorry. That's like from the 80s, I think. I haven't heard that forever. The 80s, you guys. This song was released in 1960. I was way off. 2 decades. I think it was from 1980. Everything that is like from a long time ago to me was the 1980s. Okay. 1960 by Brenda Lee. It's called I'm Sorry. You might want to go listen to it. It's a classic song. I'm sorry that I was such a fool. She literally says that. I'm sorry, so sorry that I was such a fool. I didn't know that love could be so cruel. You tell me mistakes are part of being young, but that don't right the wrongs that I've done. Okay. You speak to me through music. Makes sense. I'm getting some oldies. I remember hearing that song when I was like little. I was born in 82. That's why I thought it was from the 80s. I wish I could share my good news with you. I feel you leaving me behind. But one of them feels this. I'm lost without you. I feel you leaving me behind. I don't know what to do. I mean, that's literally what the next card was. I don't know what to do. I feel you leaving me behind and I'm lost. Sad story. And I wish I could share my good news with you. They wish that you guys could talk so they could tell you all the wonderful things that have happened since you guys last talked or since you saw each other last. Okay, something about saxophone is coming through as well. That could be significant, but only take it if it resonates. As long as the overall vibe of the reading resonates, it's still your reading. But there are some specific details that come through, like names and things. So only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm going to leave it here. Check out any other pile that you were drawn to. You could definitely have more messages for you in other piles, especially since you had 3 different people come through. If you're done here for today, make sure you smash the thumbs up button if you like this kind of reading and you want me to do more like it in the future, so I know which ones you guys are vibing with the best. And if you're done here, I will see you at your next reading. Bye, guys. Hey, pile 3. Let's find out who's been thinking about you and why. Here we go. We're going to get right into it. Make sure you stay until the end if you want to hear why they've been thinking about you. What have they been thinking? Who is it first, Spirit? Tell us who it is that's thinking about pile 3. Who's thinking about my babes that chose the unicorn bracelet? Who's thinking of pile number 3? Anybody? Bueller? Okay. Oh, 3 of Pentacles. Who's thinking of pile number 3? You guys can fast forward through the shuffling if you don't like it. I know some of you do and some of you don't. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius vibes. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh, that's good. Aries energy with the Emperor. 2 of Wands. Okay. I'm getting 2 people here that have been thinking about you. One of them, it looks like they're in a relationship or they're in a connection with someone else right now, or they're in a situationship or a talking phase with someone else. They're dating someone else. They're with someone else. There's definitely a third party here with one of them. The other one, I can't tell if the other one's totally single or not. It looks like he's not attached or she isn't attached to anybody else. But I'm definitely getting one of them has another connection going on currently when you're watching this. Okay, one of them is more outgoing and outspoken and talkative toward you than the other one. The other one is looking very reserved and kind of quiet and doing more thinking than talking. One of them could be like a supervisor or a manager at work or own their own business, a boss. entrepreneur with the Emperor. One of them has been thinking about plans with you or thinking about making plans with you. There's one of them feels like there's a plan for the future between the two of you, or they're thinking about how to make a plan for the two of you. Like there's future planning going on with you in mind with one of these people here. And one of them is more just thinking about you and not really taking any action or trying to figure things out. One of them's like a lot more decisive about you than the other one. There's something about work being involved with one of these people. Like work could be a factor for them. You guys could have some sort of work connection. The eagle. Who are these two people? The falcon. Wow. I don't think those have ever come out. I'm coming out. These have not come out together. These are like the two most spiritual birds there are. Wow. Feels like one of these connections is very spiritual, pile number 3. Yeah, because there's Mr. Bean. See, there he is. Mr. Bean wanted to come into the studio. So another spiritual sign, whenever cats interrupt the reading, it's because there's something spiritual going on here with one of these two connections. I feel like you see a future with one of these two people. You watching pile number 3, you see a future, and I just split the deck back here and there's third party again. So love triangle or another person being involved is significant with one of these people. But you see a future with one of them. There's a lot of potential with one of these people. It feels like you feel that. One of them's really strategic. They're intellectual and strategic, so they think a lot about what they're going to do before they do it. They come up with a strategy first. This could be somebody that always has to have a plan. It's giving that kind of vibe. Somebody that's always planning ahead, always thinking of a plan. Tell us more. Child. There could be a child involved with one of these people as well. Clouds. Taurus energy. Yeah, one of these people feels like they have someone else. They're in some sort of other stable connection right now, but they're thinking about you. Thoughts, unclear, hesitant, doubt, indecision, confusion going on with one of them. One of them is coming off as being very masculine. They see you as their love interest, but yeah, one of them could have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a fiance, spouse situation going on right now. It's coming through pretty strong that they would have to leave or break up with or let go of someone else to be able to come toward you, unless some sort of open relationship situation, which I don't know, maybe that is significant for someone here, but only take it if it resonates. I'm getting there's a large group of you where it would be like this person thinking about you would have to leave someone, break up with someone, end things with someone here to be able to have a new beginning with you. Yeah, one of them likes to think a lot and they seem kind of avoidant. They're coming off as being somebody that's strong-willed, stubborn, very methodical. Somebody that always has a method to their madness. They always have a plan. One of them is super adventurous too. So they could like to travel. I'm getting something about like planning vacations or planning on traveling or just planning on taking adventures. There's an adventurous, spontaneous, excited energy coming from one of them. Like they're always excited about the future, like what their next plan is. I feel like they like to go do a lot of fun things and they like can't wait for the next. Oh, I just like had a hiccup burp at the same time or something. That was weird. Sorry. Yeah, spontaneous. Let's get some of these. Pile 3. Who are these two energies here? Brunette female, Ice King. Fun times. New love. Oh, one of them is newer. And freedom. Okay, so one of these people is somebody that is new in your life or you don't know them very well. Even if they're not new, it's not somebody that you've really gotten to know super well. And then here's that person that I was just talking about that likes to be spontaneous. They like to go to events, trips, traveling, going out and doing things that are fun and exciting. This person feels like high energy. One of them feels like they have a lot of energy. They like to go do a lot of things. They like to go have fun, party, go to events, make fun plans. They're like excited to see what happens next. They're excited about life, whoever they are. And then we got this Ice King. This is just like a totally different vibe than the other one. Very cold, kind of they might be somebody that doesn't necessarily know how to go out and have fun. It just feels like the opposite of that energy of the other person. One of them is like high energy, very positive, excited about life, and the other one feels kind of jaded and grumpy and like they need a vacation. And like I said, there's that energy of the boss entrepreneur. Like I said, one of them feels like they're a manager or a supervisor, or they own their own business, or they're a boss wherever they work, or maybe they're trying to open their own business. But yeah, one of them feels a lot more fun than the other one, a lot more lighthearted and um, childlike vibes than the other one. Yeah, see, one of them is single and the other one's in some sort of complicated love triangle, or they're like thinking about you while they're with someone else, or they're talking to somebody else, thinking about you. And then we have a brunette female around one of these two. Brunette feminine energy. Could be a mom, sister, could be a girlfriend, spouse, somebody that they're in a situationship with, somebody that they're in regular communication with brunette hair, dark brown, black, even dark hair. Darker hair is what it says. There's something intense about that dynamic. Like I said, even if it's like their mom or something, their mom could be really controlling of them. Could be dealing with somebody here that's thinking about you that's like a mama's boy, or they have an ex that's attached to them that has a lot of control over what they can and can't do. It could be their sister is overbearing, an overbearing sister, an overbearing boss, even that causes them to like a overbearing boss that has a lot of control of their life. That's what I'm getting for one of them. Hopefully they're not the overbearing boss, because I am getting a boss energy coming through from one of them. Let's get initials. First and last initials for pile 3. We have B. First and last initials for pile 3. O. L. One more of these. T. Now this deck, first and last initials for pile 3. First and last initials. We got D. First and last initial. K. J. One more. L again. So they could both have an L in their name. For some of you, one of them could have 2 L's in their name. K, J, L, D, T, O, B. All right, let's get the messages for pile number 3. What are these two energies thinking when they're thinking about pile number 3? What are they thinking? I never should have let you go. Ooh. You hurt my feelings. You hurt one of their feelings. One of these two people feels like you bruised their ego. What'd you do, pile 3? One of them feels like kind of upset or hurt by you. And then one of them feels like they let you go, which was a mistake. So this is somebody, one of these two energies is someone from your past that let you go. They let you get away. Should have never let you get away. Okay, one of them is running from this connection with you. I ran away. So one of them is thinking about you and kind of trying to run away from the thoughts that they're having, run away from the feelings. The other one is not. The other one is not only talking to other people about you, but also planning on contacting you soon. So you got somebody here that's making plans, like I said earlier, somebody that's got a plan. And one of their plans is to contact file number 3. I'm planning on calling you. I'm planning on messaging you. I'm planning on hitting you up, pile number 3. They're also talking to someone or multiple people about you. Yeah, one of these, okay, I did say one of these people is single and the other one feels like they're wrapped up in something else, detached from other people. One of them has an attachment with someone here. I find you interesting. We have so much in common. Oh, so there's someone here that feels like you guys get along well. You guys are on the same page about a lot of things. They like the way you think. They feel like you guys have a lot of the same interests. You have so much in common. You have lots of the same interests. You guys think the same. You guys could finish each other's sentences with one of these people, or they know what you're thinking before you even say it, kind of vibe. And let's get some of these. What are these two people thinking about pile number 3? See, one of them is like ready to go, and the other one's holding back, running away. I'm afraid to contact you. I'm running away. That's the same person. They're attracted to you, though. I'm so attracted to you, but I run away. Now I'm hearing the Weekend song. I don't know why I run away. Take me back because I want to stay. But they're afraid to contact you. There's anxiety about contacting you. Sorry, Bean was scratching my screen, my window screen. Okay, so sorry if you could hear that. I wonder if you're happy without me. So one of them feels like maybe they should just leave you alone. It's time for me to heal now. I lost myself for a little while, so one of these people has been going through it. They've been going through a tough time. It's time for them to heal. They've been lost for a while. They don't really know what they're doing lately, and they're feeling like they need to reel it in, regroup, get their life straightened out. So they're feeling like their life is kind of falling apart, or it's fallen apart. It's time for them to clean up the mess. Ooh, and I want you. That feels like that person that's afraid to contact you is the one that really wants you. I feel like they both do, because one of them is like talking to other people about you and planning on a future with you, and the other one is like trying to get you out of their head and can't, trying to push you away or run away from you but can't. So it's like they both want you. That's why they're thinking about you. And they're both really attracted to you. But yeah, one of them feels like they should probably just leave you alone. That contacting you might cause problems, or yeah, that contacting you might cause problems. So they just kind of try to run away from their feelings. And then, yeah, there's one here that feels like you said or did something that made them feel rejected or hurt. All right. That's what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you guys figured out who it is, these two. Hopefully you got enough information to know exactly who I'm talking about. If you're still really confused, this probably isn't your pile. You should know who the energies are by the time the reading's done, if it's for you. Make sure you check out any other pile that you were drawn to. If you're drawn to other piles, there can definitely be messages for you in other piles. And if you're done here for today, make sure you smash that thumbs up button if you like this kind of reading and you want me to do more like it in the future. And I will see you all at your next reading. Bye, guys. Hey, pile 4, welcome to your reading. Let's see who's been thinking about you lately and why. So make sure you stay until the end if you want to hear why they've been thinking about you. We'll pull message cards. I'm also getting initials, first and last initials, for those of you that like that confirmation. So let's start out with, who is it, Spirit? Who is it that's thinking about pile 4? Who's thinking about my babes that chose pile 4? The Hanged Man. You can fast forward through the shuffling if you don't care for the shuffling. Some of you do, some of you don't. You don't have to listen to the shuffling part. 3 of Wands. Four of Wands. Whoa. Give us 2 more, Spirit. 5 of Swords. And Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn vibes. Okay. Is this 2 or 3 people, Spirit? I can't tell. I can't tell yet if it's 2 or 3 energies. What I can tell is that one of them is somebody that feels like they ruined the connection between you two. One of them that thinks they sabotaged. They did something to destroy the connection between you two. There's one here that it feels like you lost your patience with, or you don't have a lot of patience left for them. That it feels like whatever happened between the two of you was a lot to do with something they did on their end, and it was really unpleasant for you. I'm also, see, okay, I do feel like it's 3. Okay. I'm also getting someone here that is in some sort of a serious connection with someone else that is thinking about you. So that could mean that they're married. That could mean that they're getting serious with somebody, like seriously dating somebody. In a relationship with somebody right now. So yeah, there's 3. There's another energy here, a 3rd energy, that feels like they recently see you differently than they did before. So it feels like somebody that you already know, or you kind of know them, and recently they've had some sort of a shift in their feelings for you and the way that they look at you to make them want you more. They like you more now than they did. Something must have recently happened, or something just clicked for them recently to make them kind of focus in on you, and it changed their perception of you somehow recently. They have a new perspective about you, and it makes them want you more. Yeah, I'm getting something about like living with their family, or they have a family at home for one of the vibes. I'm also getting somebody that's in a pretty serious, if not super serious, commitment, but they're thinking about you. So let's see. Who are these three? Since we know we have three here now. Who are these three? Grasshopper, fixed signs, Archer. Yeah, zeroed in on you right there. The Fool. This is that vibe that I was getting, that one of them is like really focused on you. Recently, they just started becoming super hyper focused on you and thinking about you a lot lately. But it feels like they're thinking about you more than they did. They're obsessing about you more than they did. They want you more than they did before. We got an Aries here for someone. Only take that if it resonates though. Taurus and Aries. Get one more. Or two more. We got the Tree and the Church. See, marriage, family. Something about like having a family at home or living at home with family. Roots. Maybe they live, something about them living in their hometown, living where they grew up. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, because there's so many of you that watch these. It's insane. Sometimes I look at the numbers and go, wow, that's almost how many followers I have. Okay. So one of them's stubborn and rebellious. Really stubborn. Really, really, really stubborn. One of them is very competitive, combative, stubborn, impatient. Ooh, yeah, one of them feels like a treat. And the other one's more easygoing and go with the flow more. Free spirit, just like doing things without asking 100 questions or being critical about it. Just gives me the vibe of this other person that's more stubborn, strong-willed, aggressive. They're giving off the vibe of somebody that's like difficult to work with, always questioning things, always being overly critical of things, like never really having anything positive to say about anybody or anything. So yeah, I don't know about that energy, but that's one of the energies here. There's another one that is really super easygoing, free-spirited, like whatever, spontaneous. Doesn't feel like they have to have control of everything. Very easygoing, laid back. They don't worry too much about things. And then the other energy feels like really, really worries. Overly worried. And then one of them is coming off as being very stable. They could have a lot of success, especially when it comes to material wealth. I just heard a healthy bank account. So maybe somebody that knows how to save or just makes a lot of money. They're coming off as being prosperous, stable, and having financial growth. It looks like whoever this is does place money in a high importance. Like money is very important to one of these people. Stability, wealth, being independent, financial stability. It's like super important to one of these energies here. Purpose driven, get it done. So somebody here that likes to get her done. Oh my god, what was that? Larry the Cable Guy? Oh my gosh, yeah, I haven't heard that forever. The name Larry could be significant for someone here. But or just like a total country boy, cowboy or cowgirl type of vibes. Doesn't matter the gender. Okay, let's get some more. Who are these three? One of them grew up religious or currently really religious. Like religion played a significant role in one of their lives. But yeah, I am getting like there's some sort of marriage involved here with one of them. There's a marriage involved. Who are these three, Spirit? Communication, money, shocking. Tell us more. Oh, travel, young man, triangle. Yep, there's a crowded relationship here. Love triangle. Someone that needs to choose between you and the person that they're with, or they're thinking about you while they're with someone else. It feels like you're talking to at least one of these people, maybe even all of them. You're definitely communicating with at least one of these people. So you've recently talked to one of these, or maybe all of them for some of you. Take it as it resonates. If there's only one person you recently talked to, they're here. If you've been talking to 3 different people recently, they're here. Okay. And then, yeah, see, one of them is really focused on wealth. And travel is significant with one of them. So they could travel a lot for work or for pleasure, or there could be some sort of like distance with one of them, long distance situation or travel involved. Also, airlines, airport, somebody that works in that industry could be significant here, but only take it if it resonates because that's really specific details for a collective reading. One of them likes to travel or has to travel a lot. And yeah, one of them is very financial focused. They like nice things too. There's someone here that likes to display their wealth, or maybe they've bragged about how much they make, or they drive a really nice flashy car where you can tell as soon as they pull up, oh, that person's got money in the bank. And what's this? I can't make this up, you guys. Long distance. One of them is far away from you compared to the other two. That's what I was getting with this 3 of Swords. Both of these cards are about waiting for your ships to come in. Like, you can't really see it in this card, but off in the distance there, he's looking out on the water over this pier. There's boats that are coming toward him, and this card in tarot is known as waiting for your ships to come in, being in a point in time where you're waiting to get what you want. So that is a vibe with one of these 3 people of waiting. They have to wait, you have to wait, you both have to wait. There's a situation here with someone that requires patience. and waiting. And then there's a situation here of somebody that is not in the same town as you, so they could live a couple hours away, they could live a couple states away, they could live a couple countries away. All right. If you want something specific for you, because this is a collective reading for a bunch of you, you can book a private reading on my website. But when I'm doing for a whole bunch of you, there's lots of different scenarios coming through because you guys are going through similar things, but there's obviously big differences as well. So let's get some first and last initials for my babes that chose pile 4, Spirit. Tell them, what are the initials for these 3? What are the initials? First or last initials for pile 4? Is it a mystery person? We have G, first or last name starting with a G. We got S. We got Mr. Bean trying to break into your reading. He's like, I want to jump over this so bad. Okay, we got a T, first or last name starting with a T. Somebody here has a Mustang, but that's really specific, so only take it if it resonates. And we got a P. And then I just heard that song, Mustang Sally. Okay, Sally. We got B, first or last name starting with a B. G again, so 2 of them could have G's in their name, in their first or their last name. One of them could have 2 G's in their name. You and one of these people could both have a G in your name. J, one more, and F. Well, Jeff is definitely here. Also, the name Scott just came through really strongly. Scott, Bill, Tyler, Trevor. All right. Tell us what these 3 have been thinking when they're thinking about pile number 4. What have they been thinking? Something about St. Patrick's Day just came through. So maybe Irish or something significant about St. Patrick's Day. What are these 3 thinking? Whoa! Okay, there's lots of messages for you. Pile 4, you got 3 people that are thinking a lot of different things. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, one of them is having wild thoughts. Whoa. Jeez. Yeah, one of them has a lot that they've been thinking about. It's like overwhelming amount of thoughts about you, pile 4. It feels like it's this person that wants to get back together with you. So there's someone here that feels like you guys separated, and they want to get back together. I feel like there's been a split between you 2 and they don't like it. They want you back. You drive me crazy. I have wild thoughts about you. This is the same person. I'm having wild thoughts about you. You're very tempting and seductive to one of them. So there's probably one here that would flirt with you a lot or does flirt with you quite a bit. I'm getting a really flirty energy from this person here. So they're going to be a big flirt to you, or they already have been a big flirt with you. Okay, one of them doesn't want to talk right now, and one of them does. Okay, the one that's not ready and doesn't want to talk right now feels like they're emotionally unavailable. They're either emotionally shut down or they're emotionally involved in something else right now that they feel like they can't they don't have anything left to give you emotionally. They're not ready to talk to you. They're not ready to tell you what they've been thinking about you. And it feels like the same person. They need to feel like they're in control of the situation that's going on right now, and they feel like the best thing for them to do is just stay unavailable and not move things forward between you two or initiate anything with you. They're feeling like they need to just kind of control themselves right now, hold back the emotions or cut off the emotion that they're feeling, because they are feeling some sort of emotion when they think about you. But there's this vibe of them wanting to control it and not feeling like they're ready or that they can right now have those type of thoughts about you, have those kind of feelings. There's something about them like fighting the feelings that are coming up when they think about you. Running away. This is that same person. I ran away, knees to chest. Every song reminds me of you. I'm depressed. Oh man, so sad love songs are resonating with one of these people. I feel stuck. Dang. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Wow. Okay. So that was all the same person here. Sad love songs are really hitting for them as it pertains to you, pile number 4. But they feel stuck and depressed and not ready, and it's overwhelming, all these things that they're thinking. So there's definitely something really complicated going on with one of these 3 people. When they're thinking about you, they're feeling like it's complicated and they're not really sure if there's anything they can do about it, or at least right now they can't. But they're feeling like they want to be the ones in control of how things go. So if you want my advice, if you know which one this person is and you want anything to happen, just let them make the move. There's someone here that has trust issues. They don't trust anybody. They don't trust you. They probably have said things to you that make you feel that way too, that they don't trust you. Or not said things. Like they don't tell you certain things and you're feeling like they're keeping things from you because they don't feel like they can open up to you. Or you just flat out know that they don't tell you everything. They don't completely trust that they can tell you everything, or they don't trust that you're not going to do something to them. So there could be some jealousy issues going on with one of them, where they get jealous if you talk to anybody else, or they're thinking that you're always talking about them, or there's some sort of insecurity coming from one of them that's pretty intense. It's an intense insecurity. And it feels like it ends up being taken out on you, the trust issues that they have. Okay, and then you have somebody here that you got 2 different people, 2 different vibes. One of them is like, I'm ready, SpongeBob. I'm planning on messaging you soon. I'm ready to talk to you right now. So you're not talking to at least 2 of them, okay? And then it feels like you're in communication with one of them recently. So maybe you've only been kind of talking to one of them lately. And then you got 2 that it's like you haven't been communicating a lot, or you haven't been communicating at all with the other 2. One of them's ready to talk to you and communicate now. They're planning on messaging you, and the other one will not. You're not going to hear from them, but you're going to know that they came through this reading thinking about you, but they're controlling themselves and running away because they're not ready. So expect to hear from somebody that you haven't heard from for at least a little while. Expect to continue talking to this one person that you've been talking to recently, and then expect that the third person is not going to reach out at all, and you shouldn't either. Like, I'm getting the vibe that you shouldn't try to reach out to any of these people. Let them come to you. You got options. Something about a gas station just came through for somebody. Gas pump, gas station. Very specific though, so only take it if it resonates. What else are these three thinking about pile number 4? Give us some more messages before we go. Yeah, that's that one that's not going to contact you. Jeez. I don't feel like you should do that, though. This feels like mostly the same person talking. Okay. Okay. So it feels like the one that's planning on messaging you has been kind of waiting to see if they get any initiation from you first. I will wait for a sign from you. That feels like this person. This person that's planning on messaging you has been kind of waiting first to see if you reach out first. And again, I'm getting the advice for you. If you want it, you don't have to take it, is to not give them a sign, not initiate at all. Let them come to you because they're going to. They're planning on it already. They've just been like kind of waiting to see if you do first, see if you reach out first. So I'm just getting spirit saying, don't do that. Let them just come forward. And then you got somebody here that feels like things between the two of you have crossed the line, or they crossed the line somehow, and they feel like this is not a good idea and they need to let you go, and that you should probably let them go too. We need to let each other go. And this connection is like driving them crazy. It's it's bothering them, but in a way that like they can't stop thinking about you, but they feel like they should. They feel like you guys need to just let each other go, that they're not ready for you, that they don't want to cross the line, but maybe they have already. Because it says, I know that I have crossed the line with you, but they feel like they shouldn't. Like they feel like it's best if you just leave each other alone. But there's something super alluring about your energy. Just being near you is intoxicating, and it feels like all three of these people are very intoxicated by you. Okay, but one of them is feeling like it's a bad idea for them to cross a line with you. It's a bad idea for them to initiate anything with you, try anything. But it's hard to resist too. It's best to not do it, but it's really hard for them to resist because it's intoxicating. So they want more because it feels so good to be near you. But they're like, it's not, that's a bad idea. A bad idea. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you though. Okay. I'm starting to understand our connection. But one of them's starting to realize that there's something special between you two. There's there's a chemistry, and it feels like it's because they've dealt with other people, so they can see the contrast of the connection with you compared to their connection that they've had with other people is so different. It's making them kind of understand that what you guys had or what you guys have is unique and pretty intense. One of them doesn't react when people mention you. So one of these people, you have mutuals, or that their friends might know you, or their family knows of you, or vice versa. You guys are connected somehow. You have some sort of mutuals together, and when your name comes up, they don't react on purpose. They try not to act like they're having crazy thoughts about you all the time. This person just doesn't react at all. They try to keep a straight face when your name comes up in conversations. So you could be coworkers for some of you, or have mutual friends. Like I said, your family could know their family or something like that. And definitely getting not to give them a sign, but one of them is waiting for you to send them a sign before they message you. But they're going to message you either way, whether they get the sign or not. They're already like set that they're going to talk to you again, that you guys have unfinished business and that they're going to talk to you again. They're just like waiting to see if you do it first, and then if you don't, they're going to do it. So that's why I'm feeling that vibe of you shouldn't just let them come to you. Okay, and that's it. That's what I got for you, pile 4. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it brought you confirmation and clarity about who's been thinking about you. Listen to any other pile that you're drawn to, because you can definitely have more messages for you in other piles. And make sure you smash the thumbs up button if you like this kind of reading and you want to see more like it on my channel in the future. And if you're done here, I will see you at your next reading. Bye, guys.